right. Um, Good morning from here. So, this is a tutorial to demonstrate the learning program. I'm sorry if you don't, apologies if you don't understand my English properly. So, this is the module, and you'll be able to see this module if you have administrative right and if you have some of these groups. So, under settings, as an administrator, select any user that you want to have visibility or access to this learning program menu. Under here, you can see this particular user. Sorry. Okay. So this user, I'll come here to select under learning program. You can check whether it's a CEO, COO, CFO, learning manager, project admin, or a learning user. Alright, so if this is a learning user, whenever a record is being created, he or she should only see his or her own record. So I will have to select this uh, for the sake of this demo, but you might feel free not to select that. Alright, so you can also be able to. So when this is done, be sure you go to the learning program. You can refresh the page. Alright, so when you go to the learning program, this is how it looks. So walking you through. So these are the list of learning interventions. You can create more. So this is the learning documents. So this is where you prepare the learning documents for this. And so I can say, I can create a learning document or select the existing one, and then select the program that this document is belong to, because the system uses this for verification purpose. All right. Then you come here to create a new record. So, but before this, I will show you what happens in the learning side. So, when you go to ETQA, for example, if you have a few records of learners, try to see, like I have these three records, try to see that you, for example, under citizen information, you will see employment occupation here. You will see that this learner, Maduka Sokolo, is employed, and you can see the RSA identification code 123456. This is just for demonstration purpose. Then you go here under Steam EMA. We have this. Let me say 67. All right. I just leave it this way 123457. So the essence of this is that the system uses this during importation of learners. The system can be able to recognize this Excel sheet using this method. So you can see here registration number, RSA number. So you can provide them. You can see I have before here RSA number. 123456. Then the other one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one of them is correct. All right. So the program code, you all know how to develop this, implement this program's code. So you can see them on the learning program. You can see the program code I have here is 2222. All right. So the system will now automatically pick, if you are importing this, the system will pick the program code and assign it to the respective learning program for this learner. So going back to learning program, if I create demo just for learnership, of course the system have a automatic generated sequence, the reference here, and by default the employer is the current person working on the system, the current provider or employer working on the system. Of course, they might have access coming from the ETQ module. So you have to select any of this program, either learner program or skills program. So if you have list of them, you have them displayed here. So you select the financial year, and then you can see the upload learning report is not editable because it has a state in which becomes editable. All right, so you can provide comments also. So let me still walk you through what is happening here. So for you, there is a provision for you to upload learners manually. All right, let me save this first. There is also a provision for you to, you can see load type manual. By default, it is manual, meaning that you can come here to start selecting your learners manually. Select the document, select this. All right, the learning intervention, learnership, sorry. All right, and then you save so you can add more learners manually. So if you don't want to go through this way, you can come here to clear all the existing records you've added, or you can decide to leave it and proceed. So if you decide to leave it and proceed here, if you want to do auto upload, all right, you can click on this override, or you leave it, and then you import your learners using the Excel file I showed. But the second one is the system generated. So what the system generated does is that it takes every learner, it brings or pulls in every learner that is belong to this employer. All right. So if I click on this import learners when on system generated type, the system will bring every learner that is applicable to me, the employer, and then from there you can be able to start selecting the documents, the respective documents, just like the spec mentioned. All right, and then that is it for system generated learner. Then if I don't want to, I have to clear this. If I don't want to, if I want to import bulk learners from my Excel sheet, all I need to do is to click on upload. I will select override, switch in case I've added some lines here and I don't want them anymore. I'll select overwrite, and then the type is Excel, and I'll upload the file. So I have the file already, so I'll have to load them. So the file name is load learner sheet. If you can't find it, make sure you click on this download sample import template. The system will take you directly to where you can download this sample of Excel sheet to be imported. And once this is done, you hit on import learners. So recall when I told you about what the system uses. The sample sheet I showed earlier on has the RSA number or the registration number. This is what the system uses to check and validate whether uh, the learners you're trying to import is corresponding to what needs to be done. All right, so of course we can come back here to start adding up the what do you call it again, the documents. Of course, for every learner there must be a document attached to it, a corresponding document attached to it. So once this is done, you can be able to come here to click and view the details of these learners, and you can do your search. You can go back again, and then so you can see I have total number of employed is one, total number of learners is one, total number of unemployed is one. So let me add another employee that is not employed. I mean another learner that is not employed, and select the. So you can see once I save this, system will calculate that I have total learners two, total of unemployed one, total of employed is one. So the uh, think this skill manager will approve, will add the number of learners to be approved. So once this is coupled with the DG that is coming up, so we can actually get the estimation of the approved learners, and then the budget for this learnership. So that is the advancement that will be coming up if the chip is coupled with this. So there we can also select the project that is tied to this learning program. So we now save this and then we continue with the workflow where the employer sends this to the skill special and the project admin. Sorry. So whoever that has the role of the project admin will receive the notification and then come directly here to query or approve. So approving these, this leads us to the next workflow, which is the skill specialist receiving this. So when the skill specialist gets this record or notification, he approves our query. So it gets to the CEO, I guess, the COO. I mean, sorry, it gets to this learning manager. So the learning manager can decide to generate this funding agreement and or send this funding agreement by email. So when this is generated and the approve button is clicked, the notification will come to the employer to sign and upload this verification. These are funding agreements. So you can click on this. So for now, we don't have the template for this. So this is still vacant. So if I approve this template, it gets to the COO. The COO can also approve this. All right. So the COO can also approve this, and then so the approval of the COO, the essence what we can tend to do is to kind of like sign this funding agreement automatically once this approval is being done. All right. So that is according to the spec. So once this button is clicked, automatically the system pens the signature of this user to the funding agreement. But we are going to come to that. So at the final stage, when the CEO wants to approve this or sign this funding agreement, the system requires that the employer must have come to the system to upload the learning report. So the employer comes back, so you can see this upload learning report is now read-only and editable for the employer to come directly here and then select the report and boom. So that's it. And then you can also view the report that in case you click on this to view the report and then you approve on this. So approving this, so the CEO will come back and then approve this. So this is the workflow and that's it for now. Feel free to let me know if there is any feedback. Thank you.